Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms, and today I have a review of an independent film that came out. I'm seeing some conflicting dates, which is normal for independent films, but I'm going to say it was 2013, and that is Seventh Day. I had the chance to buy this at Cinema Wasteland this past April, and I passed on it because I didn't know anything about it. But since then, I've heard a lot of great things about it. A lot of people recommend it, and I had the chance to get it at Days of the Dead here in Indianapolis. So I picked it up. Actually got it from Toe Tag Pictures, which they carry a lot of independent films, which is awesome. So I got it from them. This tells the story of a guy named Alan, who is a serial killer, and basically you're following him around as he goes about his everyday serial killing. Which, if that sounds familiar, yeah, exactly. This film is not reinventing the wheel, so to speak. Alan had a suicidal father, a sexually abusive mother who abused his brother, who in turn abused him. So that's kind of the underlying roots of why Alan does what he does, I guess you could say. But Alan works as a dishwasher at a restaurant, and there's a woman that works there named Denise that he has a crush on. Um, he really likes her a lot. He's infatuated with her, but she obviously, doesn't want to have anything to do with him. And he's very, awkward and backward. And he doesn't know how to convey his feelings to her anyway. And she basically just looks at him as a weirdo. Alan prefers to murder women. He hasn't only murdered women, but he prefers to murder women. And he's basically just a straight serial killer. Although sometimes he does dive into necrophilia and cannibalism, and you see both aspects of that in this film. Um, this is a really ultra gritty, dirty, bloody, gory independent film. There's a lot of gore in this, and a lot of times, in these serial killer films, you see him disposing of the body, getting rid of the body, and basically just chopping it up and going on. Well, in this, you get to see some of the struggles he goes through, which is just it's disgusting. Him chopping the bodies up, and there's one scene in particular that comes to mind with the body in a bathtub, and it is just damn, it's just completely dirty and filthy and disgusting scene. And it shows him dismembering the body. And it comes off very realistic. A lot of the effects in this are very effective. And as far as I know, the director of the film, Jason Koch, I'm pretty sure that he did the effects on this too. Yeah, Aftermath FX Studios. So yeah, I mean, damn, they're effective for sure. I mean, they're not without their faults at times. I mean, that happens with films that have a really low budget. There's times where it doesn't look great, but most of the time it looks very, very real, very realistic. Um, the film it's kind of a slow burn film. One aspect of this that I liked, here on the front, one of these quotes here, it says it has the wit of American Psycho with the creepiness of Henry of a Portrait of a Serial Killer. And I'll kind of agree with that. It's American Psycho is much more clean cut. He's more just I don't know. It's just more of a clean film. This is definitely like that because you're hearing his thoughts. But what makes this different is he thinks he's filming a documentary. Basically, there's this weird like zombie looking creature, and the thing it reminded me of right away is one of the priests from Lords of Salem. If you've seen that film, the scene where the priest with the mouth that's closed up, it basically looks exactly like this, and this predates Lords of Salem. Also, you know, um, not saying Lords of Salem ripped this off. I don't have. I'm not alluding to that, but it definitely has that look. And the guy that is the supposed journalist, that looks that way. He's got a microphone in his hand. It's like molded to his hand. There's like these weird wires and shit on his hand. But the reporter never says anything, and the reporter isn't even there in reality. It's just all in Alan's head. But he's always there, and not only while he's killing, but throughout the day-to-day basis. And he's got that microphone, he's got it up to his face, and a lot of time, or most of the time, the narration is coming through just Alan's brain, through his thinking. But there are times where he's talking out loud and he's saying these things like for this supposed documentary out loud, and especially as he goes on and gets further into the madness. And basically, you're following this killer around for 7 days, and each time, it gets a new day, it'll pop up on the screen, day 1, day 2, and so on and so forth, as he goes along with his killing. Guys, I really like this film. I mean, it's not a great film. It, kind of at times, I thought it was dragging along. Just kind of plotting. It did feel like it was really going anywhere. But if you enjoy, serial killer films, and you're not looking for something that's, going to blow you away, or like I said, reinvent the wheel, or any of that stuff, you're going to probably like this film, especially the gore hounds out there. If you're into a film for gore and really impressive gore effects, I would definitely recommend checking this out, because it works. Everything in it works, and it's not too long either. This is only 75 minutes long. So yeah, guys, I'm going to give Seventh Day a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that watch this channel that's going to like this. The American Psycho and Henry references are definitely there. It's not in the same league as either one of those films, but still, it's a very solid independent effort, without a doubt. So yeah, guys, that is Seventh Day. Check it out now, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good one, guys. Later.